That's an old colonial house built before Kenya got independence.
So, Captain Joey, how many people do you drive most of the day? Like, how many rounds can you make?
Well, depends with the season. So here we have, it's a big family of hippos here. So, and you can tell the age of the hippo by the size of the head. The bigger the head, the older he is.
Oh, those African eagles.
Yes. The British, they were using these lakes as a landing because we did not have good infrastructure during then.
But I look Egyptian geese there.
Some call them the Nile duck.
Oh, I heard that.
See the bird that is close to that Egyptian goose?
That
one is the hamerkop. It's a monotypic bird. It doesn't have any other species. It's one of its kind.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he built one of the largest nests around the world. 10 years ago, we had a drought. It was very dry. So most of the hippos, they died. And hippos, they give birth to one baby. See, there are quite several of them.
Yeah, there are several, yeah.
That one is coming after us.
Yeah?
Tip of a mountain that you can see from the other side. Yes, that's the dormant volcanic mountain that I was telling you, Mount Longonot. So at night, you just be on the balcony and the hippos will come close, even to the veranda. And it's a wooden house. And when you're on the top, you have the view of both lakes. Aha, Jambo.
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa, Kenya yetu hakuna matata. Alright guys, so you can see in front of me, that is the two Lake Naivasha and one of its neighbor lake that you can see there is a junction where they meet. Alright guys, so this is the lake. We are going to have a boat ride. As you can see, those are the boats back there. So it's gonna be very amazing. You can see it's a very beautiful lake surrounded by different hills. So let's go find out. So it's gonna be very interesting. Here? Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. So the Captain Joel is starting the boat. You can see the other tourists the other side trying also to ride the boat. It's a very nice time for yeah, it's so pretty.
So welcome. This lake is called Lake Oloiden.
Yeah.
Usually in Naivasha we have two separate lakes. But at the moment there's a channel that has joined the two lakes. So you see this plants they came from the other lake. It's part and parcel of the Lake Naivasha.
So okay. This is not Lake Naivasha.
Yes, but it's part of it.
It's a part of it.
Yes. Naivasha, we have two separate lakes, but depend with the season. When the water table is high, the two lakes are joined. Water table goes down, we have two separate lakes. And the moment the two lakes separates, we normally have this lake becomes alkaline. That's why we used to have flamingos.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And this time, year round, from 2019, this is the the longest time the two lakes has been joined.
Interesting. A lot of water.
Usually it normally joins for a seasonal, like about a year, some few months, and then they separate. But this time round, they have joined for quite a long time. The level was going down, and again it's increasing.
That's interesting. Thanks, Captain Joel. Yes, let's have a good time.
Ask any questions like about the lake, living in the water.
Okay. Baba, he says if you have any questions, you can ask, okay? You see anything you want to know more about?
These dead trees.
Oh, these
Floating
floating.
plants.
They help.
In freshing this water.
Ah.
It's like a filter.
It's like a filter.
Yes, it makes this water to become more fresh.
Ah.
So if these two lakes separates, since the plants have entered this lake, the alkalinity level will again increase, and these plants will not survive in this lake if the two lakes separates.
If two lakes separates, these plants are going not to survive.
Yes.
Ah.
Because they prefer or they survive in fresh water.
In fresh water.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Wow.
So we have quite several birds on the shore and on these trees. Like here we have the pied kingfisher. You can see it from that end.
Oh, yeah, kingfisher.
Yes, that's the pied kingfisher. In Naivasha, we have quite several of kingfishers. We have the pied kingfisher, the giant kingfisher, and the malachite kingfisher.
Ah. So, do people around here use this water to cook or to drink?
Well, they don't use it for drinking. This is an algae forming lake. You can see the color of the water looks like greenish in color. The algae is the food for flamingos.
Ah.
So the difference when this water is diluted, it cannot form the algae, which is food for flamingos.
Ah.
So the flamingos take this lake nowadays just as stopover when they en route to other lakes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ah. Yeah.
Big house. That's an old colonial house built before Kenya got independence.
Built before Kenya got independence?
Yes.
Wow.
Independence is only that's not that long ago. It's like 80 years ago.
But more than 50 years, I think it's...
There are lots of houses.
So this house was built around 1930s.
It's almost 100 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the British, they were using these lakes as a landing because we did not have good infrastructure during then. So the two lakes, they were using it as an airstrip. So they were landing here and the other lakes.
Okay.
So around Lake Naivasha, we have quite several number of colonial houses.
Okay.
That's interesting. So they use this boat as landing, like with the boats?
Yeah, they had some plane. They can land in the water.
Ah. Yeah, so as I've been talking before we jump on this boat, so this is a very touristic area where you can see boats, now that's one boat, and you can see another boat on the other side. It's very beautiful. This is MV Safari. Yeah. And we tell people who will come this area to use MV Safaris. Yes. So, Captain Joey, how many people do you drive most of the day? Like, how many rounds can you make?
Well, depends with the season. Right now, we are not on the, we are on a low season. So maybe in a week, maybe twice. But sometimes on weekends, we do receive most of the clients from Nairobi. But during the week, sometimes we don't get.
It's a Happy New Year and the Christmas is close, which means you're gonna be busy in the next few days.
Hopefully, but more, since up to now, we haven't seen the camps that we haven't seen them preparing the tents. So they're just waiting for the day to arrive. Maybe they might start coming from tomorrow or on a Saturday. And again, it's going to be a long weekend. So hopefully they'll be arriving from Saturday.
Yeah.
You see in that big acacia tree, we have some 2 African fish eagle.
Oh,
Yes. There is a nest. So they use their nests when they are breeding.
Oh, those African eagles.
Yes. And the white collar acts like a camouflage. So when they come maybe close to the tree that is in the water, the fish cannot see the fish eagle. It will look like it's the sky, and it can easily catch the fish.
Wow, that's interesting.
And just like other animals, even the fish eagle, they are territorial. So they have their fishing grounds. No other fish eagle will come and fish in their ground. They will fight.
Ah.
We have some Egyptian goose.
Egyptian
geese.
Ah, Bakairuku Egyptian geese there.
Some call them the Nile duck.
Oh, I've heard that before. They have those.
Ah. Actually, they look different with the...
And close to it, there are some 2 birds. The blacksmith plover.
Oh, black and white one.
Ah.
So they produce a sound like when you're hitting 2 metals.
Oh, cool.
So the name was derived from the blacksmith.
Oh, cool.
Ah. That's interesting.
That's a sound from fish eagle.
Ah.
So these are fishing nets.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
Ah. Oh, they are called?
Black-faced vervet monkey.
Ah, black-faced vervet monkeys. Ah, I see there.
Where?
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Close to that acacia tree?
near that tree. Tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there are two more.
And there's a special bird that I'm going to show you. You see the bird that is close to that Egyptian goose?
That
one is the hamerkop. It's a monotypic bird. It doesn't have any other species. It's one of its kind.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he builds one of the largest nests around the world.
Ah.
And it shares with other birds. It has a lot of partitions. So there are some birds that doesn't know how to build the nest. So it shares the nest with the hamerkop.
He builds like an apartment building.
Yes.
Nice.
The house can weigh up to 50 kgs.
Wow.
So he builds a huge nest.
Wow.
And inside the nest, he using the mud, so it's like plastered. So it's
Yeah.
very smooth and clean inside.
Really cool.
Yeah.
That is a very interesting bird. Like he wants a neighbor.
Well, here we have one of the oldest Scopus around this lake. 10 years ago, we had a drought. It was very dry. So most of the hippos, they died.
Oh, wow.
The level of the lake was very shallow. They had to travel quite a long distance to look for food. And this lake, when the level is low, since most of Rift Valley lakes are not very deep, so they had to travel quite a long distance in the lake for their whole body
to get
to be
enough,
covered.
Yeah.
So some of them got stuck in the mud.
Okay.
They were not able to make it the trip to go out and come back.
Oh, that's sad, huh?
So most of them died just along the shore of the lake.
And when they died, do they go into the water, or does something come and eat them, or what happens?
Well, since this is a conservancy,
Yeah.
we have hyenas
Okay.
and jackals.
Okay.
So most of them, the hyena had the bites.
Okay.
Is this land has by hyena on this island? Eh?
Yes, we have two types of hyenas in this conservancy. The spotted hyena, which is the biggest hyena, and the striped hyena. So they had the feast of the hippos.
What's that lonely bird doing over there?
That is the yellow-billed stork.
You're a beanstalk.
He eats fish and frogs, so he has the beak is almost serrated. If he catch a fish, it cannot slip from its beak.
It eats frogs, huh?
Yeah.
Those are beautiful homes.
Yeah. This is one of the newly built house around this lake.
I can see it has even electrical line to the.
So here we have, it's a big family of hippos here. So
Look at all the hippos.
10 years ago, we had a drought. It was very dry. So most of the hippos, they died.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4 right now. So there's a big family over here. Oh, there's 5. Make sure you sit down, big boy.
And you can tell the age of the hippo by the size of the head. The bigger the head, the older he is.
Which means this one
Yes.
is.
And he might be the alpha male. So he has to check over the territory.
Oh, male is the one who checked the territory.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that one was long.
Whoa.
They're so close.
Yeah.
So the male are the ones who protect the.
Yes. especially when they have young ones. So the alpha male cannot allow you to go close to the family. They'll just start chasing you.
Yeah.
So just around here, we have over 50 hippos.
Oh, here?
Yes.
Wow.
30 to 50. They live in huge families.
So many like there are many, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's got a net on its engine. Oh, but he said there are 50 hippos over there in that big family.
Oh, there's something I realize. Those people who are in those boats, they look like a
You see that hippo is opening the mouth?
The man and
the two of them
look
over
like
there.
Where?
You see? There.
Oh, his mouth is open, yeah.
Oh, there. Oh, I see.
Okay, good. Yeah, there's some over there. Whoa.
So they are quite lucky that since the water hyacinth came, they can feed on these plants.
Oh, they eat those.
Yes. So sometimes nowadays it's not easy for them maybe to walk a long distance. They can just feed on the.
Okay.
They can stay in here.
They're living
Yes.
a life.
Yeah.
So when the level of the lake was high, this house was submerged.
Really?
Half of it was inside the water.
Oh boy.
It's one of the oldest houses.
Are they able to recover it, or it's spoiled?
Well, they had some stuff. They recovered some of the properties.
Okay.
Always my favorite scene is these dead trees.
Tip of a mountain that you can see from the other side.
Over here.
Yes, that's the dormant volcanic mountain that I was telling you, Mount Longonot. The smoke, it's a steam. It's a well that has been drilled to produce electricity. The steam turns the turbine, and the turbine produces the electricity. So we get green energy.
Yeah.
The Kenya Power, they supply electricity, and Kengen, they produce. So the number of cormorants has increased in the lake. So that shows there is a presence of the fish. There's a lot of fish.
Okay, so if they increase, it means there are a lot of fish.
Yes. You see, close to those superb starling, there is a bird.
I see that there is a big bird there, yes.
Yes. But close range, it's a hawk.
It's a hawk.
Yes. So it's looking for eggs for those superb starling.
Oh, that's so naughty.
He's trying to eat the eggs.
Yes. Check here.
Trying to eat the eggs.
Yes. And the young ones of those birds.
That's all trying to eat the.
Yes. Now let's go back a little bit. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think I'm okay. Yeah. That's very interesting.
And here we have the white bird. That one is the great white egret.
The other one there.
Yes.
Have a tall neck.
Yes. and a very sharp beak. He's a very good hunter. As well, here the beak is serrated. So when he catch the fish, it cannot slip from its beak.
Ah.
So the difference between those two egrets, you see, one has a yellow beak and the one with the black beak.
Ah, okay, I see.
The black beak is the breeding.
Oh, the black is breeding.
Yes.
That's interesting to tell about the birds.
And there's another pied kingfisher on this small tree.
Yeah, this one. They have a long beak.
Yep. So when he gets a catch, before he swallows it, he has to hit it on a rock or on the back of a tree.
So to die.
Kill the fish and to position so that the head can face, so that it can easily be swallowed.
Oh.
In 2007, around this area is not very deep.
This one?
Yes. The flamingos, they try to nest here. But again, the level of the water rose high. They built their nest on the ground. So the level of the lake again increased, and the hyenas and the jackals were disturbing the flamingos. So they did not nest, but they tried to nest here. Well, it was good sign because maybe we thought this could be their breeding area, but it was spoiled. So they went back to Lake Natron at the border of Kenya and Tanzania, where is their breeding area.
Ah. That is interesting.
So here we are going to see another big family of hippos, and then we cross over to the other side.
Then you
as we
return.
do to the channel where the two lakes has joined.
Ah, okay. Good. Oh, I can see them in the front back there.
Whoa, look at that hippo.
Yeah. That's a big hippo.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when they're resting.
And hippos, they give birth to one baby.
One baby?
Yes. They have a gestation period close to a human, about 8 months. And when they give birth to young ones, since they live in large families, the baby has to be raised away from the family to avoid being stamped, since they don't know how to swim.
Oh, so that have to be on the ground?
Yes. And most of the time, the baby will be on the back of her mom.
On the back?
Yes. So since there is very small, and he doesn't know how to swim, so he stays on the back of her mom.
Ah, yeah. Wow.
You see, there are quite several of them.
Yeah, there are several, yeah.
See that one? It's coming after us.
Yeah?
There he comes. You can see the bubbles if it's coming towards. He just.
He just sort of like.
Yeah, some gazelles, impala, that are running on the shore of the lake.
Oh, yeah, the other side.
Yes.
So that's interesting. People have one baby. That's why they're very dangerous, because if you have one baby, you have so much protective to that baby.
Yes. And if the baby is a male, the mother has to raise it, the alpha male.
There's a giraffe.
Yes, there's a giraffe. And this is close to where you...
Look at these beautiful African hills. Wow.
So this is the western wall of the Rift Valley.
Western
wall of the Rift Valley.
Okay.
It stretches all the way to Mozambique. At the border of Kenya and Tanzania, it's called the Nguruman Escarpment.
Okay.
It stretches down to Lake Natron. On the upper side is the Masai Mara.
That's it. The other side.
Yes.
Wow.
To prevent the hippos, you have to maybe put an electric fence or a ditch. Otherwise, the hippos will enter your compound.
Yeah.
But most of the attacks from hippo, they come in the lake, not on the...
On the shore?
Yes. There's a buffalo. You see that bush, the first...
Yeah, the smaller one.
Yes, there is a buffalo. And there are some two pumbas that are sleeping close to this acacia tree.
Oh, I see. There. Did you say?
You see that egret is he's fishing. This egret.
Oh yeah, the two there. Yes, I see.
The egret.
Oh, the white bird.
Yeah, he's just, maybe there's a fish that he has seen. There he goes.
So that white bird is something.
Stay in the position.
Yes.
What? The white bird right there. Staring at it and he's moving very slowly.
Yeah.
That's how he fish. It's just to be very patient.
Yeah, but yeah, it looks very
No movement. So the fish cannot see any movement, the fish will disappear.
Yeah. That's interesting. Two zebras up there, 3.
Well, sometimes you do get clients who don't want to see even the hippos. They say, stay away from the hippos.
Ah, this is from the hippos, yeah.
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 Again here, this house, that's a colonial house.
And up there.
Yes. It's called Hippo Point.
Hippo Point.
Oh, that's what John was telling me. It's a conservation area.
Yes.
John was telling us.
And what is this tiny house in front of us?
This tiny house, they were using it for massage for the big house. And it was submerged.
Oh, this was a big house.
This was for massage.
Ah.
Like a spa.
This is your house, how long?
This was built in the mid-90s, 1995, 1996. Even this tower, that's when it was completed.
That's interesting. So it used to be a massage house?
Yes.
Wow.
Now it's up.
Yeah.
But that's not left.
Yep. And there is a lone hippo here.
Oh, I see. Big. A lone hippo. Hello, a lone hippo.
How might be the old couple. So, or the old male, he has been chased away by the young ones.
Ah, he's been chased away by the young ones.
Yes, the moment you grow old, the young ones will fight you and they'll take over the territories.
You have to be by yourself.
Oh, that's interesting.
So maybe when they go to feed, since the two lakes are very close, if the other hippos come and feed close to him, he can get an old couple and they can stay here.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, he's like, that's interesting.
And here we have, well, the number is reduced. We have some 2 great white pelican.
Oh, they're sleeping back there.
Yeah. Aha, interesting. Now here I showed you the pied kingfisher. On this first branch, there is the giant kingfisher.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
Ah, I see.
That is the giant kingfisher.
Wow.
Or a ditch to prevent the hippos. So at night, you just be on the balcony and the hippos will come close, even to the veranda.
Oh.
There's a free movement of animals. There's no fence with the conservancy. They can move all around.
That's interesting.
And it's a wooden house. Yes. One of expensive wood, mahogany.
You are right. This probably will be the most of the. I haven't seen the wooden house like this before. No.
At the top, there's the meditation room, and when you're on the top, you have the view of both lakes.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, you can see it.
So the other lake is about 200 meters from this side.
Yeah, I got it. Must have a big twisty staircase.
Wow. In 2019?
Yes.
All of this land was covered by water?
Yes.
That's interesting.
You could easily cross over with the boat to the other lake.
Ah, the other lake is the other side?
Yes.
Ah. Wale ni watoto kwa side pale?
Hawa ni fisherman.
Ah, that's fishermen. Ah.
See, there's some other hippos.
Where?
On this side.
That side, yeah, I see. Yeah.
From here, maybe if you can stand, you can see the other lake. But the vegetation has covered the whole area.
Ah, so this is the junction of the two lakes?
Yes.
Wow, that's so beautiful. So this is where two lakes met?
Yes.
Ah.
So from this tree you can see maybe about 2 meters high. That's how high the level of the water was in 2019.
Oh, that was... Ah, okay, I can see. It was like a mark there.
Yes.
Ah. Yeah, it's like a family bird.
So they have their nests.
Mr. Bakari, how you doing, man? You look so beautiful back there. All right. Almost end of the tour, close to the shore. And this was amazing tour to see a very unique lake. More than 20 types of birds, many hippos, all different kinds of plants. So it was really amazing boat ride. Yeah, back there, that is our car. So, Captain Joel, do you have any song you sing for the tourists or for clients?
For the tourists?
Yeah, you can sing it
Jambo
together.
Kenya.
Okay, sawa.
Jambo.
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni karibishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana. All right, this was a very good tour with Captain Joel. We had a very good time. We have explored a lot. Yay! Thanks to Captain Joel. Yeah. And if you travel to this area, if you came to this area, the only captain who is captain, not only captain, but also share some information about this beautiful lake, how this lake can, how this lake has a tunnel to connect with the Naivasha lake. Joe, you say this lake again is called?
Lake Oloiden.
Lake Oloiden.
Yes.
All right.
It's a Maasai name.
All right. Thank you, Captain Joel. See you next time. Woo! Here we are. Wow. Awesome.